Yeah, we've got a lot to talk about. Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm Christina. As you can see by the very large stack that you just saw, I did a really big planner haul from a new to me company called the Nitty and Gritty, and I got a whole bunch of different functional planning items to play with, to try, and I'm really excited. What you're about to see is the culmination of 2 separate orders. I did an order and then decided I wanted to come back for more, and here I am back for more. So I want to show you everything that I got for really great prices. And we had to take a short break. I cut myself. That was weird. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump in. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Y'all, it is hot. We are going through a heat advisory in South Carolina right now. So we have a whole bunch of extra fans on. So hopefully there's not too much background noise. There's a lot here, y'all. I'm just gonna start pulling things out. I also got a good bit of free gifts, probably just because of the sheer size of my order. It probably makes sense to go through my first order first, which is the biggest order. Let me just start pulling stuff out. I think that's the only way we're going to be able to get through this in any meaningful way. So my order consisted of just a whole bunch of various things. I've taken a peek at some of this stuff. So I can show you, but different sizes, different everything. The prices, y'all, were so good. I got my items during a Memorial Day sale, I believe. They did take a little bit to come in, if I'm being honest, but usually when you order items from shops at sales times, you can expect that to be the case. Empty the box almost. Okay, so that's me emptying the box, and now I can just throw stuff in as I get done showing it to you. We'll start with this pile right here. Okay, first and foremost, this came in the package with my order information. And we got some journaling cards. This is super cute. It's like pillows. This one says in the now. And it looks like little like transfer stickers, which is super cute. So love that. I keep trying to figure out where to start and I don't know where to start. So first is this huge memo pad. Now, if I'm being honest, y'all, I got the one in, I think they came together actually as a set. For the price, I thought these were small. I think these cost like $2 for both. I thought that they were tiny. I didn't look at the size. These are huge. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. I might give them to my mom to just kind of write stuff down on. I don't usually need paper this big. I feel like this is at least it's a full-size sheet of paper at least. It might be bigger. But so I got these memo pads. I also got 2 of these cute little notebooks. I'm looking for the other one. Y'all, this might be kind of a noisy video, so sorry in advance for that. But I got 2 of these little spiral notebooks. They are brown, as you can see. They say nature on them. It says nature paper originates from. So, I mean, nothing really special. But the paper is kind of thin, and I liked that. I'm always taking notes. I always am looking for something to kind of scribble stuff on, and these felt like good scribble notebooks. One thing that's really cool about these is that they have the lines separated. So this says 5, this says 10, this says 15. So if you needed to box these out to make spreads, you could, which is really cool. They also have dots. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but they have dots here for even lines going all the way down. So this is definitely a great notebook choice for Bujo. People are into Bujo, people who are into kind of creating their own spreads. This would be great. So I got 2 of those. These were like $2 a piece. I'm definitely gonna have to do some editing to get rid of some of the noise. I got this cute little set of notepads. This says, hello, I am, daily schedule. It has place for date and time, checklist and memo. This is very much the same, except that it is gray on the top and does not have the grid memo. And then this one is a message. So it says, hello, I am, date to, from, most urgent, somewhat, no rush. You can check, with a big box to write in. And I just thought that these were super cute for my work planner or for anything else. Everybody loves a notepad. This was a free gift, so it's a daily schedule notepad. The size is kind of interesting, but I like it a lot, so I will definitely get use out of this. I got some sticky notes. You can never have enough sticky notes. These are craft. I thought that was super cute. It came in a set of 3. I think it's grid, lined, and blank. This is a set of white grid, of course, and then these are transparent. This says project, and this one says notes with a place for date and message. And then at the bottom, it actually has a typo, which is kind of funny. It says important idea just for fun. So you could circle that. So I thought that was kind of cute. And they were super cheap. I think like less than 50 cents a piece. I promise I won't go too much into detail about the prices, but I'm just trying to explain like why it was that I decided to get as much as I did, because everything was just really great priced. There was this cute little pocket notebook here, the acrylic little, or not acrylic, Christina, vinyl little case with a whole bunch of inserts. This was a really great price as well. I took that out. I kind of messed up the corner. But the inserts are all super varied, which I thought was a lot of fun. So it has this cover, this like dashboard says, have a nice day. And then it has all these different inserts in it. So this is keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a lot of those. There are some that say memories. There are some that are, they say write. It looks like old school like kid paper, which I love. It's super, super cute. It says recording, and it says maybe when you feel more in love with your memories than with your person, when the person's standing in front of you. So that's cute. And that's an interesting type of grid. I've never seen that before. We've got one that just has a circle in it. It says record. I don't know what it says. Some of this stuff is like Japanese, and so the translation to English isn't great, is my guess. This is weekly plan. This says love. And then this is another weekly spread. It says everything will be okay. I just thought that was so fun and so cute. I was thinking about setting up a planner for Fallon, or just using them, you know, in just kind of unique ways in my own pocket planner. But I love the vinyl cover. Everything is just like fun and cutesy. So I love that. And then I'll try to share all of this or most of this together. I got a whole bunch of A5 stuff. So I shared with you guys in a video a couple months ago that I got an order from Noted Co. They were having a really great sale, and I decided to purchase some A5 things because I feel like I need A5 things. And I've never had an A5 planner before. I use half letter now, which obviously is very similar in size, except it's on discs instead of rings. But now that I have dove into rings with my pocket, I'm interested in maybe setting up an A5 planner, which hopefully I'll be doing soon. And so because everything was such great prices, I decided to pick up some things. So the first thing that I picked up, and I can't remember what came with what, so apologies, if you can go on the site and maybe figure it out. I got a whole bunch of dividers because I need some A5 dividers. All of these were probably a couple dollars a piece. So this one is 6 dividers, side tabs here. And then I have some labels. These are white and these are black, obviously. I think they're the same, except one says white, one's black. This is another white one. So it must have came with a different set. So this is 6 here. This is 12, I'm assuming, for the months. And then this is 5 top tab dividers. So I have that. I have some blank insert refill paper. This is always great if you're printing your own inserts or, you know, want to create your own thing. So I got those. And then this is one of the things I was most excited about was this, what they call the work bundle. So it also comes in a vinyl cover. It has a today page finder ruler in black, and it comes with all of these undated inserts, which is going to be perfect for me for my A5 because I don't have anything yet. Well, now I do, but I didn't really have a whole bunch of inserts at the time of me purchasing this. So it's a month on one page, which is really helpful in any situation. Some dailies, a week on one page here, and some plain Cornell grid paper, which, you know, grid is my favorite type of note paper. It comes with some dividers here as well. I guess if I would have known that or realized that, I wouldn't have bought the other ones, but that's fine. And also a pocket folder in the back. So really this has everything you need to get started in a planner. This is called the work week bundle because these inserts go Monday to Friday. And y'all know, if you've been watching me for a while, that has been my #1 thing I've tried to find for work planning in general, is something that I didn't have to white out weekends. Right now I'm in the cloth and paper task layout, which I only have to white out one little spot that's like Saturday/Sunday, so it's not too bad. But this would have been great when I was looking for something that I didn't have to white out the weekends. And I know a lot of other people don't work weekends either, so Monday through Friday just makes sense. So that is the work week bundle. Really excited about that. In this box, I don't remember what it is. Oh, I got a plate. Y'all, I have a new little tray. Isn't this the cutest thing ever? Y'all are gonna see this on my desk. It's actually really big. This is compared to the trinket tray from Cloth and Paper. There's something on it. I didn't realize there's something on it. I need to get that off. It's huge, but I love this. It's very chic. I also got this vinyl A5 cover with the gold. You know, gold is my favorite, so I decided to pick that up. That was a couple dollars as well. And then in these, a few things. First, I got a bundle called the mystery pouch situation. So it comes with a pin pouch, and then it comes with a whole bunch of pins and page flags, sticky notes. Looks like it comes with some plain washi, which I love plain washi, and like a highlighter. So pick that up. You'll see another one of these later on. I also got this. This was a set. It's a white marker with black sticky notes. I think that was like $1, y'all. I'm telling you, the prices were so good. Like, that's how why I went so crazy. I think that set also came with discs. These are plastic discs in olive brown. They're kind of a pretty color. I wish they were metal, but you can always use discs. So I think that came in the bundle as well. And then the other package were some dividers, which dividers, dashboards, I'm pretty excited about. So there's a couple different sets here. They had 2 different ones on the website. I thought I got this in pocket as well. Oh yes, I did. I'm glad I looked. So these are the same sets, I believe, in pocket and in A5. It probably makes the most sense to show you in A5 because they're bigger. So this one says, and is it by the, I don't know how many are in here. There are 6. Okay, so this one says noteworthy, and they all say motivation in the corner. So this is noteworthy, goal getter, inspired. I like the big letters. This says empower, that's an E. This says overcome, so O, and then a B would be consistent. Aren't those beautiful? I got the thicker vellum, I believe. No, I got the thinner one actually. So I got that in A5 and pocket. And then this one is a different set. These also say motivation. So this was 1 through 6, and this is 7 through 12. So you actually have enough for the year, but you could mix them up how you wanted to, obviously. So this says grit, endurance, innovation, focus. Sorry, y'all, I'm throwing them at you. Wealth and affirmation. So I think these are super cute. I like the feel of them. I like they won't add too much to my planner. And I've never seen a design quite like this. So I'm really happy about these. So A5 and pocket again. And then they had these, y'all, and I about flipped out when I saw this. They are textured dashboards. These are what I got in A5. I got all the ones that they had. So first, y'all, they have a croc. You know how I feel about croc. That has a little like kind of air pocket in it, but it's fine. They have this one that is gray. I don't know what you call it, but they're like, it feels like a wall. So I love this light gray, dark gray, and then they have a black one that's just kind of textured. I love those. I love them. I might order more. Well, no, I'm not gonna order more, because between me and you, I've already put in a third order for some things that should be coming who knows when. Okay, so that is, I think, everything for A5, potentially. I don't know, we'll see. I don't really have a way to defend this purchase except for the fact that the more I get into rings, the more I am interested in trying the pocket size. And so I bought some pocket sized things because they were like a couple dollars a piece. So the first thing that I purchased was this. This is a notebook. Obviously, it is personal size. If you're unfamiliar with personal size inserts, they are named after what File Effects calls personal. I forgot the size dimensions. I think it's like 6.75 by like 3.75, something like that. So taller, and then a pocket. Do I have something pocket that I can compare it to? So taller and a little bit wider than a pocket, but not by a whole lot. So this is a notebook. I actually love this cover. I think it's super cute. It's super simple. And all of these note pages came with this, obviously. The pages have a place for sunny, cloudy, or rainy. So you could like circle the weather: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then a memo number with a date. And it is off-white paper, which I am not a huge fan of. However, the more rings videos I watch, the more I'm like becoming accustomed to it. And I just think that this is a super cute little setup. So I love this little notebook. And it's like my first personal purchase. And to go with it, I bought these two dashboards. These are acrylic, what they call binder covers. When I ordered these, I thought that it was a full cover. Sorry for the noise, y'all. I didn't really have to open these, I guess. Meaning it came with a back and a front, but it did not. It just came with one. It just came with the front. So I've ordered more to have backs if I want them, so I can create like an open planner. But this one obviously is fluted, like the cloth and paper one, and this one is just acrylic, and I think these are super cute. The last thing from this first order is that I got a couple of pocket covers. I hope they're pocket. I'm pretty sure they're pocket. I think it said they were A7. Croc covers. So these are just plain little binders. They have little pockets in the front. They've got some pockets in the back. I'm actually going to take one of these out and put it in my pocket planner. But I thought these would be good to have for the price just for storage. I have really invested a lot into... This one has something different in it. I have invested a lot into my pocket rings, and I need more storage. Yeah, these pockets are different. Is this a pocket? What is this? Oh, it's a pocket this direction. That's interesting. So this is a inside pocket, kind of a clear plastic. This is a thicker plastic with outside. Very interesting. Yes, for storage. So excited about these, and now I'm glad that I got the brown and the black, which for like $2 a piece. Like, who was gonna pass that up? And that was the end of my first order. So let's jump into the second. It is not anywhere near as big, but there's still a good bit in here. So we have the journaling card set again here with my order information. First item is a discbound sticker album. I am getting more and more little sticker sheets, and I thought this would be good to have for storage. I got 2 of the pin mystery, like pin pouch thingies. And I don't know, they all just came open in here, so I'm not really sure what they're considering came with what. So I'm just gonna pull it all out. This was a free gift, some paper clips in rose gold, which is really fun. I think all of this came with it, so that's what I'm gonna go with. More washi. I think they're in different colors than what I got the first time, which is good. Some more stickies. I like this green kind of theme here. Some pens, some discs. I got these dots, which is also in the green color. And another sticky note. So I think that's what came in these. Sorry, y'all. I know that's not really super helpful. I ordered this pin pouch separately. I thought this was kind of cute with like the canvas edge and the vinyl, and it can fit a lot. It's a pretty big pouch. So I'm thinking about keeping journaling cards in here or something large. I got these rose gold little clips, which I think will come in helpful. I've never really had kind of they say they're bulldog paper clips. So it's, like I said, like a little clamp clip. I wish they would have had gold, but all they have was rose gold left. But I decided to get them anyway because I thought that they were fun. Another pen that came in that set. I got this little 2-pack notebook here. I'm not going to open it. One's black, one is craft. The black one's a little bit smaller. I thought this would be cute to fit in the back of a pocket planner if I needed something to jot stuff down with. So I got that. I got this as a free gift, y'all. Would you believe that? Isn't that crazy? It is a little tiny traveler's notebook. Y'all, I'm not versed on my traveler's notebook, so I don't know the size for sure. But again, a little craft notebook, has one little jump band in here. Is there one or two? There's two jump bands in here. Oh, that has like craft outside, craft inside, and this is craft outside, cream lined inside. I thought this was so stinking cute. If I ever get into traveler's notebooks, it's like pocket size. This would be a really great size to get into. I got a whole bunch of stuff for personal. So after I did that first personal order with the big order that I did, I decided to go back and get the same dashboards in personal size in case I want to do a whole personal size planner. So I got the 2 sets of dashboards, and then I got these undated packs of refill paper. I won't open them. You can see what they are. They're all cream. This one's more cream than these two. This is grid, obviously. This is a monthly back to back. So this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, undated. Obviously a whole pack, I believe. I'm just gonna assume it's a whole pack of monthly, and then these are weeklies. So this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So like a horizontal type feel. Again, this is a lot more cream than those, but just to play around with. So, and these were like $1 a piece, y'all. So very, very worth it. I got this little notepad here. I don't remember if I ordered this or not, but it's a notepad. Who doesn't love a notepad? I got the crock and pocket in the, I got the personal and the pocket in the crock dashboard that I showed you for the A5 because I had to have it. They were out of the other ones, or I would have got those. I got this freebie from them in A5. It's a daily plan. This is one that I did not have. It's sectioned off into AM, PM, and memo. Hopefully you guys can see that. Hopefully the glare is not too bad. With a place to mark the month here and a to-do section down here. So I thought that was fun, and it's back in front. I got 2 more A5 inserts that I wanted to try undated. Y'all, not me, but jumping into undated, but kind of. This one you can see. I don't have to open that one. This one I think I need to open. But this one obviously is another week on 1 page, but this one is the whole entire week. So Monday through Sunday has a couple places here to write priorities or whatever, appointments to do, and notes. So I thought this was fun. Y'all have a whole A5 planner at this point. And then this one is called the Undated Week on 2 pages. And I thought this one was very interesting. So you have the month section here, this week to do, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so more of a horizontal feel. But it's kind of a vertical horizontal feel. It kind of reminds me of the, I don't remember what it's called, from Cloth and Paper. Other companies have it too. It's what I used for my faith planner last year to do my scripture writing. But then Saturday and Sunday are split. So this is great. The paper feels a little bit heavier than like regular paper, but I actually like that. The really thick paper, y'all, is great for like writing and like less bleed through, but like it really bulks up your planner. So I'm kind of into the thinner pages. I also like am used to like Bible pages, so thinner paper doesn't really bother me. Okay, so there's that. So, and the very last item that I have to show you from the orders is this. Now, this one shocked me that I ordered it, but honestly, like, I'm kind of glad that I did it. I'm kind of intrigued, and now I'm not sure what I'm going to do for next year. So this is an outdated, or I guess not outdated completely, half outdated, because we're halfway through the year, 2025 inserts for A5. Let me show you the layout, and then maybe you can see kind of where I'm going with this. So actually, let me like go to like the middle of something so it's a little more even. There we go. So June, here we go. We have this layout. Hopefully you guys can see it. It is on bright white paper, obviously. It says June 2025 here. There is a calendar section here that shows where you are in the month, but everything else is undated, which is very interesting, right? Because it makes it easier to what? Redate this, right? So you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You have Saturday and Sunday split down the side. You have tasks all the way across. Again, for Saturday and Sunday, you have tasks that are split. And then you have schedule Monday through Friday. And then you have short schedule sections for Saturday and Sunday. You have a priority list up here, just a 1, 2, 3, 4 for whatever. You have a note section here. I didn't really mention that. And then you have a task, like a habit tracker, a task tracker up here. Y'all, before I saw this layout, I was convinced that I wanted to go down to a mini for my work planner next year. As you guys know, and I mentioned earlier, I am in the task layout, the task A5 planner, spiral planner from Cloth and Paper. It looks like this. Sorry, you don't need to see that. This year, and it's working for me. It really, really is. This is what it looks like, the layout. Let me show you. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday split, to do priorities, and then this section down here that I'm using to like track my schedule, right? But this is the same size basically as, this is the same size as what I'm in now, but I really wouldn't have to redate anything. I wouldn't, but the redating would be minimal. I would cover this little piece right here where the calendar is, or maybe just ignore it. And that's all I would have to do. I could add dates here if I wanted to, which sometimes I really don't need to. I kind of know the week that I'm in. I have a schedule section here, which is what I'm doing in my task spiral planner. My task section, the top priorities here, and then Saturday and Sunday, I could white out very easily. I could use this as next week, which is what I do in my current planner, or do something, but like the whiteout would be minimal. And now I'm thinking that maybe I don't want to go down to a mini. Maybe I don't want to go to a mini. I don't know, but this is kind of perfect. This is exactly what I need. And again, very minimal whiting out. the 2025, this section, and that's really it. And I got this for like $6, $6 or $7 for the whole year. So I mentioned when I did my video about my May Paper Co. de-stash box haul that 2026 might be my redating year, because I now have so many inserts that I could use. I just need a little bit of redating, and this might take me over the edge into doing so. So this is definitely a contender for my work planner for 2026, even though it's outdated. I could also use this for a variety of other things as well, but I'm really, really excited about this. I think this is a great purchase. Can't wait to see what I do with this. And that is the haul, y'all. You know, sometimes I do that thing where I like dump everything out on the desk to give y'all a visual, and I say, okay guys, this is my haul. We're not doing that because y'all saw how much I bought, but it was a really great haul. I'm really, really excited to use all of this functional stuff. I really encourage you to head over to the Nitty and Gritty. The link will be below. I will also link the channel that I learned about the Nitty and Gritty from. I should have said that at the beginning of the video. I believe it's My Life Rebranded. She's a planner creator in the UK, and I love her content. I will link her channel below as well. Check her out. Check out the Nitty and Gritty and see what you can get for your functional planning. I'm really excited to use some of this stuff, and I hope to stick around and see how I use some of it too. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. You can also head over to my Instagram, xo.christine, where I'm at over there, to see more plannery things. I appreciate you hanging out with me, and I hope to be planning with you very, very soon. XO. Bye, y'all.